Hey guys, Wayne here and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Tyranny of King Washington DLC Episode 1. Now I say a review-ish, and this may contain spoilers, so sorry guys, I recommend you play the DLC before listening to this, or if you don't care, sit down and enjoy the ride. Ubisoft, in my opinion, has always done pretty damn well when it comes to the DLCs for Assassin's Creed. The Battle of Forlì and Bonfire of the Vanities were slightly repetitive, but they were fun, to say the least, and Da Vinci Disappearance was just awesome. I absolutely love that DLC. Now Ubisoft is getting slightly more ambitious and a little bit more interesting with their up and coming DLC, well, up and coming, it's out now, the Tyranny of King Washington. Episode 1, dubbed Infamy, doesn't really hesitate in throwing you into this new and confusing world. I mean, it's so new, it has its own start tabs and save points, because the world is so unbelievably different, it actually requires its own set of save games to run it. It really isn't the world that we know. The DLC starts with a few quick images of an encounter between Connor and Washington somewhere after the events of AC3, with Washington holding a piece of Eden in his hands. Whatever happened, there was an argument or a dispute, and then all of a sudden you wake up in this strange new world. You and Connor, well especially me, I was shocked to be greeted by Connor's dead mother, and my robes were changed from the assassin white robes that we get from Achilles into these wolf style hunter clothes, and the new clothes look absolutely great, the new robes look awesome. Personally, I think they're probably one of the best extensions of the robes that are available in AC3 overall. Connor soon realises this world is not his own, and it's one where Washington didn't stand down as president and instead takes control and declares himself king with a piece of Eden in his hands. Like I said in my thoughts video, this new what if scenario is great, and actually seeing it, it's a lot more better than I thought. This new tangent really does allow Ubisoft to play about, with the stories without compromising on historical facts or previous Assassin's Creed canon. It gives them more room to play and do something different. One of my favourite bits related to Connor as a character is the fact that it's the same Connor and not some stupid Back to the Future style counterpart. Connor knows all the stuff that he did in AC3, he knows of his relationship with King Washington, and he knows about Hatham and the Hidden Blades, so it does explain a lot of way in terms of the world that they're in, but one of the best bits is that I like the fact that Connor actually argues a lot in the first half of the DLC about this isn't right or this didn't happen. At one point he even pleads to Washington, who simply responds by calling him a delusional savage. It really is good, and Connor feels like a fish out of water in this alternate world. Halfway through this episode, however, these comments do begin to fade slightly, and this is really compelling because it's almost as if his mind is starting to be consumed by this new world, forgetting his old one. He starts to feel at home in this new surroundings, in his new clothes, with his new abilities. These new abilities are called the Power of the Wolf, which you basically just get two skills. One simply replaces the Assassin Recruit feature, where you get to call upon these ghost Casper-like wolves to help you out in the middle of battle. It's not a big leap, it just replaces one feature with the exact same feature but fits into the new story. The second ability I'm a bit mixed about. It's called Wolf Cloak and it allows you to go invisible. Well, basically it's a Predator-like stealth option. In my opinion, I think it's just slightly overpowered. I mean, it really is cool, I'm not getting you wrong, it really is cool to go invisible and dodge and weave through enemy sentries, but it does remove quite a lot of the stealth skill that you would have to use in AC3. It does drain your health a little bit, well it does drain your health a lot, but it's not that much of a hindrance because all you have to do is just find one of the bushes to dive in to become concealed and then just wait for your health to regenerate. Then you're on your own again, you're running again with this stealth mode activated. It ruins it slightly because you don't have to learn enemy guards, patrol patterns or scout out an area before you go in or do any kind of tactical assessment whatsoever. And it, like I said, it just slightly ruins it for me, which is why I chose to use it to a minimum. Like when it told me to use it during the tutorial, I used it, but after that I really chose not to use it. It kind of spoiled the overall experience for me. In the end, after you've completed the chapter, don't think for 1 second it's all over for you in the frontier. No, there is a absolute mountain of things for you to do in pure Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft fashion. I mean, like, you've got more treasure chests to collect and swarm. Some are in more harder places, some are in big heavy encampments where the wolf predator like camouflage thing does come in handy. But so yeah, there are plenty of things to collect. There are more people to help. You gotta help starving children and rescue trapped comrades who are in cages. And I do like that they've returned the memory fragments from Brotherhood and stuff. They have a nice little twist on them, and I don't really want to spoil it, but what they do is a nice touch, and it really kind of blends this world that Connor's in and the world that he's come from. They do collide with this new memory fragment type thing that they've introduced, and it really is good. Overall, this DLC is great. I mean, I was really apprehensive about buying it, but I did buy the season pass. At first I thought, oh, I'll only be getting this for the multiplayer content, but after playing this, if you don't have a season pass already, I seriously recommend you get one, because this first part was so good. It was so fun, it was so interesting. You've got major highs and major lows. I mean, there's a point just before the main title card where it's just so epic, and oh, I really can't explain it. I'll probably show I don't even know if I should show it in this video. If episode 2 and 3 are as good and as compelling and as interesting as this one, it's going to be one hell of a trilogy set. Especially in the next one, part 2, which I think is called Betrayal. It's going to be set in Boston, and it will, if the Boston map's redesigned and redone as much as the Frontier was, oh, it'll be a brilliant place to explore, a brilliant place to roam, and it'll make the map itself just feel completely fresh, new and original. Overall, I'm giving the Tyranny of King Washington DLC an 8 out of 10. It could have been a little bit longer, but in the end I'm not complaining, because I know there's 2 more parts along the way. But the thing that really pulled it back for me is this wolf cloak predator mode type thing. I feel it's a bit forced, and it does obliterate most of the stealth elements and the stealth features that are introduced in AC3. And yeah, this predator mode I think kind of ruins it. If they removed this predator mode or gave it more restrictions, like you needed tokens to use it, kind of like the assassin recruit calling feature in Revelations and Brotherhood and so on, it'll be alright. But so far, since it just drains the health, it really isn't that. There's nothing stopping you from using it. It really does make you too overpowered. I hope you enjoyed this little review, guys. I tried to keep it spoiler free. I think I might have got away with it. If I didn't, tell me. And also, please leave a like and a comment if you want to. Tell me what you think of the DLC so far. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And so on. What do you think is going to happen in episode 2 and episode 3? I've got my own ideas, because the next one's going to be in Boston. So tell me what you guys think. I really want to know. Also, click the annotations on the screen right now for more Assassin's Creed content that I've done. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.